Relaxed Therapy, and I am coming back with another video. Today's video is a collab with Kim of Fancy Flair Lady. She and I have teamed up to bring you tips for a successful relaxer stretch of 12 weeks and beyond. The goal, of course, is to minimize breakage, so we are giving you our best tips for success. Not too long ago, I wrote an article about 15 tips to a successful relaxer stretch. In this video, I will summarize those tips and share with you how I go about maintaining my hair during a relaxer stretch. These tips that I have used or I have written about are ones that I have used to get me from being unable to stretch beyond 10 to 12 weeks to being able to stretch to a year and beyond. The first tip is to pre-poo your hair for 30 minutes. Okay, pre-poo basically means to apply oil or conditioner to your hair for at least 30 minutes before you start your wash day. Oil is used to detangle the hair. You can finger detangle with it, and conditioner will give your hair moisture and hydration before you step into the shower. I personally like to use both. I layer on oil first and then conditioner, and I then use a heat cap of some kind. I own multiple heat caps, but I will either use my electric heat cap or I will use my hothead thermal hair care heat cap to pre-poo for 30 minutes. Once I'm done with that, then I start my wash day. If I skip my pre-poo step and just go straight to the wash day, my hair is low on hydration and moisture, and it just it doesn't detangle well, and it just doesn't behave right. So pre-pooing is important. Next up, detangle in sections. I did a detangling video not so long ago. Be sure to refer to that. I show you how I detangle in sections. I further separate each section and detangle in very small, manageable sections. The smaller the section, the less amount of breakage. Yes, of course, the smaller the section, the longer it would take to detangle. But in the end, I much rather have a long detangling session than having a lot of breakage. Wash in ponytails, braids, or sections. I have tried all three, and out of all three, washing my hair in braids is the easiest, and it's the best for keeping my hair from tangling up and just wrapping and coiling around itself. Use a slippery conditioner for shower detangling. Okay, so if you're washing your hair in braids, chances are you're not detangling your hair in the shower. However, if you are having your hair loose in the shower, it is a perfect time to detangle your hair. The force of the water will help you detangle, and use a nice slippery conditioner. Deep condition often to keep your new growth moisturized. I am now washing my hair every 2 weeks, and I deep condition every 2 weeks. The point here is anytime you wash your hair, deep condition. I apply deep conditioner to the ends first. That way, whenever I am going through my hair to apply the deep conditioner, the ends are nicely weighted down with conditioner and they're not snagging upon itself. Oftentimes, if I start from the root first to put the deep conditioner on, the ends are just snagging and tangling and coiling around itself. So that's just a little tip for if you apply your conditioner to loose sections of hair. Baggy or steam mid-week for a hydration boost. So to explain the baggy and the greenhouse effect, what that is once you put the plastic processing cap on your hair, you will notice that moisture and water droplets will start to build inside the cap. Those droplets of moisture will then moisturize your hair. So basically that's the baggy method. It is also known as the greenhouse effect, so you may have heard either one of those terms. Steaming your hair simply means to get up under a hair steamer if you own one, or you can apply a moisturizer of your choice, hop in the shower, and the steam from the shower will be good enough to steam your hair. We all know co-washing means to use a conditioner to wash your hair. So you can co-wash throughout the week as needed to increase the moisture to your hair. A co-wash conditioner of choice are the ones that I've already mentioned earlier, which would be the TRESemmé Naturals or Aussie Moist. Another tip is to keep your hair stretched. You can do that by using the banding method, which simply means to put rubber bands along the hair to keep the hair nice and stretched. I have an article on the banding method and it's in the description box below, so do check that out. Lightly comb daily to keep the hair shed and tangle free. Some of you may not want to do this because I know that in the healthy hair community, we have all said combing the hair excessively, combing the hair in general is just too much. Okay, yeah, whatever. If you subscribe to that theory, good on you, but if not, then here's a good tip for you. I know that my hair sheds daily, right? So if I keep those shed hairs removed as much as possible, my hair is less likely to be tangled and it's less likely to break. Avoid protein on the new growth, apply to the length only. Okay, I still somewhat subscribe to this theory, but I've had a change of heart slightly. For the longest time, I've only put protein on the length, never on the new growth. So if your new growth is this much of hair, you will apply the protein from here, the line of demarcation, which is where the relaxed hair and the new growth meet. You will apply it from the line of demarcation all the way down, however long your hair is. What I was noticing was I was still getting some slight breakage that just would not resolve itself. And I just really thought that that was just a product of stretching my hair, that little bit of breakage that I would still see even after a protein treatment. You guys know that I absolutely adore Kamaza hair care. The ladies over there are super fantastic. I am a lifelong customer and no, I'm not getting paid to say that because I spent my money on my hair analysis. I spent my money on all of the products that I have received. So this is just free publicity for them. They have great customer service. Anytime I'm dealing with an issue with my hair, I have dropped them a note and said, hey, here's the scenario. Can you assist me? And what they told me was apply the protein to the entire length of your hair. I gave it a try and sure enough, a little bit of nagging breakage that I was still having resolved itself. Try applying the protein to the length of your hair only. If you do not see the breakage that you're having totally resolved, then apply the protein from root to tip. The reason I said to not apply it to the root originally is because the new growth is at its strongest point and you're trying to strengthen the relaxed hair. So strengthening the new growth just weakens the relaxed hair that much more. That's my viewpoint on that. So I found that applying the protein to the length of my hair only, it worked for the longest time. But at around a 1 year post, things just kind of worked, but not as good. So it seems like you have to just know your hair and you need to find the point where you need to know when to apply that protein to the full length of the strand or maybe just the length only. Opt for low manipulation hairstyles and detangle with a seamless comb and utilize patience. Okay, low manipulation hairstyles are hairstyles where you do very little to it throughout the week, meaning French braids, 2-strand twists, styles like that. I love no manipulation hairstyles if possible. That is like a wig, which I'm wearing right now, and this is FreeTress Charlie. I have a review coming soon on her, so stay tuned for that. But when I am not in wigs, I do go for low manipulation hairstyle. The one that I prefer the most out of all of them are buns. Lastly, I've already said it, is to have patience. If you already know that you do not have enough time in the day to properly wash and detangle your hair and just care for your hair with respect, you need to skip wash day, because rushing through wash day is a recipe for disaster. You need to also moisturize and seal your hair throughout the week or as needed. You need to be the judge of knowing when your hair needs moisture. A lot of us moisturize and seal every day. Some feel that that's not necessary. I like to let my hair lead the way, and I do what my hair feels is necessary. Moisturizing is basically putting a moisturizer of choice on your hair, hence the term moisturize. And sealing means to add a layer of oil or oil-based product on top of the moisturized hair to seal or basically lock in that moisture. These are my tips for success. They have worked well for me, as I've already mentioned. I hope you can utilize at least one, if not all of these tips. I have a pin over on Pinterest of all of these tips, so check out the description box below. Head on over to Pinterest and repin that particular pin with these 15 tips to your board of choice so that you can refer to it for later reference. If you have some questions for me, please drop them in the comment section below and I will gladly get back to you. I thank you for watching, and a big shout out to Kim for doing this collab with me. Be sure to check out her video because I know that she has some awesome tips to share with you guys on how to stretch your relaxers. So again, thank you for watching. Please give me a thumbs up on this video. Don't forget to subscribe and be blessed, and I shall see you in the next video. Bye-bye.